Edmonton, who are still have not picked up a victory in 3 games played. They did tie 5-5 this morning against Ottawa for their only point of the tournament, and that there's in all likelihood that those guys are not going to make it into the playoffs. Meanwhile, Quebec won yesterday afternoon by the score of 6-1 in their only game.
Here come the Lac St. Louis, number 12, Dennis Lemang over the line. Moves in, there's a shot. That's way wide of the net. The goaltenders, Robert Desjardins for Lac St. Louis and Brian Golding. There's a puck loose in front. Shot was wide. And now it comes at center ice. Number 8, Eric Legault with the puck. Legault in over the Edmonton line. He's hooked. There's a shot. Oh, what a save. As number 16, Mike Tullis, made the save. Made the shot there, and goaltender Golding was equal to the task. And now at center ice, Edmonton shoots one in. The save by Desjardins on that one, as the teams come up flying in this first period of play. Loose puck, number 18, that's Picknell. Center in front, it was knocked away. Now McKay up, sends it down the Edmonton line. And here comes the penalty to number 2, Ian Stewart of the Edmonton Club. I'd like to welcome all the viewers. Bienvenue à la Coupe Air Canada in Quebec, as the Lac St. Louis, representing from Quebec in this Air Canada Cup tournament, are undefeated at 1-0. They won their game yesterday by a score of 6-1 over the Nova Scotia Dirtmouth Chevys, and their game number 2 is right now. Good close-up of the goaltender, Brian Golding. Power play chance here for the Lac St. Louis Lions. On the face-off, back to the point. There's a shot, and that was blocked. Daryl Fennett took that one. Now he keeps it in. There's into the corner. After is Lapointe to McKay. McKay right in front, and Golding takes no chances and covers up.
Brad Golding already facing 3 shots so far in the hockey game. He's made a couple of good saves. He had a strong performance yesterday in a loss, a losing cause, but that goaltender, he's quick on his feet, and he's always there to make the good save. Brian Golding wearing number 1 in nets for Edmonton.
Face-off was done unfairly. They'll have to do it all over again. A great week of hockey here in North Bay, Ontario. The Air Canada Cup 84 with 6 of the best midget hockey teams in Canada. The Quebec Lac St. Louis are the representatives. Sherwood Park from Edmonton. North Bay Pine Hill, the Ontario champs. Ottawa West, who came in second. Saskatchewan Notre Dame Hounds, and of course the Nova Scotia Chevys are the representatives. Face-off is won by the Edmonton Club. Here comes number 12, Steven. That's Spank, pardon me. In the corner. The Lions on the power play here. They're setting up. Up to number 12. That's Lemang. To number 5, Favnet on the line. Stops. Shoots it along the boards. The far side, number 22, Anderson moves in. He shoots it to an open wing, and the Edmonton Club sends it down the ice. Desjardins leaves it there for number 7, McLean. Up to number 17, McKay, and the Edmonton Club sends it right back behind Desjardins' goal. Small little fellow in the net, something like Bill Horn of the Saskatchewan Club, who, matter of fact, has set a record for most shutouts in the tournament. Right in front, and that was backhanded wide. Here come the Lions again behind the net. They have 39 seconds remaining on the power play. Back to Anderson at the point, winds up with a shot to save the rebound. Not cleared. Anderson again with the puck. Into the corner, number 5, that's Farnett. Back to number 7, McLean winds up a shot, and it was wide of the mark. Another shot. Loose puck in front. Where is it? A backhander. That was wide. It is cleared down the ice.
Number 7 of Lac St. Louis, Terry McLean, had a couple of good shots from the point, but he failed to beat the goaltender on the power play, and just 5 seconds now remaining in the power play.
Here comes Leonard on the backhand. He's checked by number 3, James Duba. Back to the point, long shot, Desjardins. Quick reflexes on the pad there. And the puck goes out of play. We have lots of fans from Quebec here, John.
Well, Quebec not too far away here from North Bay, and a lot of people come down to support the Quebec team from Lac St. Louis, and they're doing a great job here getting the Quebec squad up on their feet and trying to get them psyched up for the hockey game. Yesterday, Quebec won by the score of 6-1. They're looking for their second straight victory in the Air Canada Cup Championships.
Face off, goes back at center ice, picked up by Jim Enos. Enos dumps it in the Quebec zone. Taken there by Debo. He's in there in the far corner. They tie it up, 4 of them in there, and whistled by referee Glenn Campbell. Mentioned the ref is Glenn Campbell, the linesman Scott Hancock, and Bruce Kitching.
Just to let you know how these teams qualified for the tournament. First of all, Sherwood Park from Edmonton, they played a best of 3 series with North Shore Winter Club, and that was in North Vancouver. Sherwood Park won 2 games straight, winning by the scores of 3-2 and 4-3. And they played against a team who beat Sherwood Park 7 straight times during the regular season, and they end up winning right when it counts.
The shot in front, Desjardins makes this fine save. 11:06 remaining in period number 1. No score. Lac St. Louis from Quebec against Sherwood Park of Edmonton. And Sherwood Park have no wins, 2 losses in the tie record. The Quebec team has 1 win and no losses, playing their second game. And this is their 4th game for the Edmonton club. And the corner pass sent astray, and the Quebec club has to regroup. Number 14 after it is Robert Page. It's intercepted. Now here comes Page along with number 2, Hurtaud. Hurtaud Page comes in. Good forechecking by the Edmonton club, and they send it down the ice. Whitman, we off a skate and dangerously come close to the goal crease area. Here comes White, Scott White. Behind the net. Sends it that far side. Nice play there by the defenseman Storts. Lac St. Louis Lions, number 14 Page. Couldn't handle the pass. Now defenseman number 18 White sends it down the ice. A fast pace of this hockey game, John.
That's right, that's the way fans would like to see it kept up like that. Fast-paced action, end-to-end action. Both teams having a number of chances to score, but still the scores, 0-0.
Yeah, the boards, here comes a penalty to Lac St. Louis for elbowing. I believe number 4 it is. Yeah, number 4, Sean Whitman's going to go off for elbowing, and that was an innocent call. He had the guy lined up, but put his elbow a bit too high and cost him mistakes.
Well, everything is going to be called, especially early in the game like this. Maybe later on in the 3rd period or something like that, a penalty like that wouldn't have been called, but since it is early in the game, referee Campbell gave him a 2-minute elbowing penalty, and now Quebec will have a power play for the next 2 minutes.
Face off in the deep Lac St. Louis Lions zone. Desjardins tips it over to Anderson. Anderson can't clear. Now it bounces over the stick of Mike Morelli. Now Steven over the line. And the Lions clear back down the ice. Morelli to the other side to Hebers. Morelli, he missed it. Now Spink has the puck. Intercepted by Anderson. He shoots it back in. Now behind the net is Hebers. Sends it around the corner. And now the puck at the line. Number 11, Pierce. To Spink. He loses it and sends it back down again. 1 minute, 13 seconds left in the power play opportunity for the Sherwood Park team from Edmonton. Still having problems. The Lions doing some great forechecking there in the offensive zone. Now they're going to try to freeze it here, but Hebert still has the puck. Checked by number 10. That's Lapointe. Kept in by the Lions, doing some great penalty killing here. And now here come the Sherwood Park from Edmonton. Gilmore over the line, sends one into the far corner. It's shot, still kept in. The Lions can't clear. It's kicked ahead now. In front, Gilmore. Right in front, a quick shot. That was wide. Number 19, Mark Leonard, had the open side, and he fired it wide.
Well, he did. He had the open side as he was left alone in the slot area and just fired it wide, and the puck bounced off the boards, landed on the back of the net. Therefore, the face-off will be outside the blue line. But really, Quebec did a good job of forechecking down in the Edmonton zone. Really didn't give Edmonton any opportunity to get out of their own zone and set up on the power play. That's really what you got to do is when you're short-handed is really dig down deep and give a second effort. And that's exactly what the forecheckers of Quebec did.
It's in the corner. Three of them fight for the puck. Dave Rich. Can't. Even here comes the break for number 8, Legros. Legros moving in on the line. Takes a shot. That was blistering wide by inches. Goes all the way down to the Lions territory with 7 seconds left in the binder to Quebec Club. Goes back to the Edmonton zone. And that does it for the power play. 7 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in the first period of play. Long lead pass for Edmonton forward, but they're on a change and they're called for icing.
A good start to this hockey game. 7:46 remaining in the first period. Nice hand-to-hand action. Teams are tied 3 apiece in shots on goal department, but really that is not any indication of the play, as both teams have had numerous opportunities around the net, but just failed to put them on goal.
Face-off's not done fairly. They'll have to do it all over again. We still have a lot of action here on Channel 12 all week long here at the Air Canada Cup. Loose puck in front. Here come the Edmonton Club in over the line. That's Barker in front. No one there. Now Shutter on the boards. Goes back on center ice. Picked up by number 2. That's Storts. He sends it in. After it is Scott White of Lac St. Louis. Long shot. Desjardins the save. The Quebec Club a bit disorganized at the moment. And now they try to break away. Number 3, James Dubois. He just dumps it in. He goes after it himself as they're on the change. Behind it right in front. Deflected. Spin around shot by number 16, Mike Tillis. And it was wide. It's kept in. A long dribble, a rebound in front. There's another chance of shot. Oh, what a save by Golding as number 12, Dennis Lavang, took a dangerous shot in front of that net.
There we see Golding after he just made that save. All he did was he came down, cut down angle, got that leg out, made a nice save to keep the score tied at 0. Players congratulating him there right now as we look at the Quebec bench. Face off now to the right of goaltender Brian Golding.
It's knocked around the boards. Puck just slays at the center ice area. They don't want to play with it, so now it comes back in the Quebec zone. That's Thibault. Just sends it down. Now it's scrambled around the center ice area, and it goes back to the Lac St. Louis zone. Daryl Ferret on the other side to Sylvain Hurtaud. Hurtaud with the puck. Number 2 moves in over the line. Hurtaud, some stick handling, moves in a shot. Saved by Golden. The rebound. Some good stick handling by Hurtaud, number 2. Now Big He-Bears in the boards. He's checked by the small player Hurtaud, and they fall on it. Another push and shove, and Hurtaud, number 2, picking on the big guy, He-Bears.
Well, Hurtaud, who only stands at 5'7", 150 pounds, made a nice, good move on the defenseman. Showed a nice, great burst of speed, broke in on goaltender Golding, but Golding came out and made the nice save. But Hurtaud, I'm really impressed with that guy. He seems to have a lot of speed, and he's not afraid to mix it up with the big guys, as we have seen in the corner just moments ago.
On the face-off, Lac St. Louis controls. Number 7 in there, McLean, tying it up with a couple of Edmonton players. Now they break out. Here comes Leonard, middle line to 15. Is nor to save by Desjardins on a good shot there. In front, all alone, and it goes right through the skate of Leonard. Now Golding has to play it to Jim Enos. Back of the line, the Lions trying to put some pressure on this Edmonton club. Have only tied 1 game and lost 2. There's a save by Desjardins. There come the Lions. Whitman shoots it in. And icing, I guess it was shot in their own side of center ice, and icing's called against the Lac St. Louis Lions. No score. 5:15 left in the opening period.
Good fast-paced action early in this first period. Hand-to-hand action. Both teams sticking to hockey and really skating well. And the fans are really enjoying today's hockey game.
Face-off into the Quebec zone. Eric Legros. This is it. There's a shot deflected wide. And there's number 14. Reach or close to the shot was wide. Number 8, Clausen. Dangerous out there. They go in the far corner. Shot fanned by the defenseman. Back to the point again. Another shot. Deflected in front. Loose rebound. And Quebec Club controls. Now number 5. That's from net. Long lead pass to Tillis. Goes into the Edmonton zone. Now comes back at center. Quebec throwing their weight around a bit for a small club. They're doing a good job of it. Here comes Sherwood Park in front. The shot. Save as number 7, McBride, sneaking in there. Causing some havoc. Oh, 2 guys collide. Here comes the 3-on-2 into the line. There's a shot. Saved by Golding. And the Lions keep the pressure right in front. Let's put around a shot, not just wide. Net keeps it in along the corner. Fast and furious action in the opening period. No score. And most people predicting this would be a blowout, but not yet. Here comes a chance in front. Loose puck. And it's picked up by the Sherwood Park Club. Number 8, Clausen. Number 18, that's Leonard. In front. Loose puck goes to the corner. There's a shot. Deflected wide. They go in the corner and tie it up, and what action, 3:48 left, and not too many whistles.
.348 remaining in the first period, no score. Face-off deep in the Quebec zone. Quebec, as mentioned, playing in the second game of the tournament, while Edmonton is in their fourth, and really that could be poor scheduling for the Air Canada Cup, because you know, Edmonton's got 1 game left tomorrow, and if they don't make it to the playoffs, they're out of the tournament already, you know.
They'll be watching the stands for the rest of the week, and it's kind of not fair, but that's the way it's scheduled. Maybe that could be one of the problems. There's a shot that St. Louis Lions there, almost. Number 2, her toe dangerously there. Small fella doing a great job in there for the Lions. Here's a race for it. It's won by the Lion player number 9. Now he comes to her toe, a pass up to Latrell, toe, and offside called. And that's one thing, maybe the scheduling is not fair to everybody, but everybody can't have it the way they want. That's one thing we didn't have overlooked.
Well, really, yesterday Edmonton, they played 1 game, and then they had a break off for 1 game, and then they played again. And the same thing is happening today. Like, they played this morning, they had 1 game off, and now they're playing again. Where Quebec, maybe Quebec should have played 2 today, and instead of the other way around. But anyways, these things happen, and I don't think Edmonton's going to use that as an excuse for why they have lost. But I mean, that could have something to do with it, anyways.
Oh, the same with the Ottawa West Club too. They played 4 games after this day's over, and they have not looked too impressive either. But hey, that's another story, and it's up to the future committees to work out the scheduling. 2 minutes and 55 seconds left in the first period of play. Here come the Quebec Club. Number 15, that's Siddle. He's checked into the corner, so we're right in front, and it goes back to the point. Another shot deflected wide. In the corner, Siddle. Back to the point. There's number 6, Thibault. His shot is blocked. Leonard failed to break out there, delayed offside, and the Edmonton Club clears it back to the blue line. Now Thibault, it's blocked by number 15, that's Norton. Norton, the far corner in front, and that's deflected in the corner, and a couple of players gets their elbows and fixed up. And it's offside call against the Edmonton Sherwood Park Club with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left.
This is the type of hockey I expected throughout the tournament was a game that we're seeing here right now. Probably one of the better games we've seen. Both teams really sticking to hockey and really showing 100%. They're not lackadaisical in any way when they don't have the puck. They're out there playing hockey, taking shots, doing a lot of checking and skating, forechecking, back checking. They're doing everything, and it sure makes for an exciting hockey game.
Puck's in the neutral area, and they're tied up for another face-off. No score. Maybe surprising some people, maybe not. But Quebec has played really well.
Well, people expected Quebec to maybe blow them away, but I don't know. I think Edmonton have something they want to prove. They want to prove that they deserve to be in this tournament, and they're coming out here and they're looking for a win this afternoon.
Here comes LeGros, winds up. He fakes a shot, passes to the wing. They jam it up, and now it's cleared at center ice. David Breach with the puck. And they're swirling slowly down the Quebec zone, right in front of his own net is defenseman number 3, Duba. And here come the Lions again. LeGros in over the line. LeGros center in front, intercepted by the Edmonton club. And now it's picked up by Dubois again. Dubois, number 3. On his backhand, a weak shot. Golding the save. The rebound is cleared. 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the opening frame. Here comes a chance for Edmonton club. Is a shot. Nice sliding save. Loose puck in front. Backhander is wide. Rebound in front. They jam at it. Where's it go in the corner? There it is. They jam again. The Sherwood Park Club really come out firing in this hockey game, John.
One minute exactly remaining in the first period as both teams, Sherwood Park from Edmonton and Lac St. Louis from Quebec, make line changes. Face off deep inside the Quebec zone to the right of goaltender Robert Desjardins.
There he is. Played steady so far. Not too many shots. Shots 9-6 if we just bend over a little bit here in favor of Quebec, I believe. So been evenly matched first period. Both teams filling each other out here, but Edmonton has really showed a lot of spunk here in this first period. Back of the line, it goes over the line, and Edmonton club, Sherwood Park, has to regroup. There's a pass in front, and it just went wide. That's Pierce. And now here come the Lions. Number 7 moves it on McLean. Terry McLean into the line, winds up with a shot. Golding to say the big rebound in front. There in the face-off circle. The Lions can't control. It's in the skates. With 30 seconds left in the period. Here they come down the wing. Goes back. The Lions zone. The puck is bouncing in front. Weak shot, and Desjardins has to come up with a save there as a couple of players get their sticks up high.
Then we take a look at Sherwood players going to the bench. A long shot of the face-off that's going to be in Quebec territory.
Great coverage here on your community access channel, McLean Hunter, Cable 12 in North Bay. Back to the point. Here comes a shot. It's blocked. Anderson didn't see it. Kept in by the Sherwood Park. At the point, Leonard missed a glorious opportunity. They tried to jam it in. There's another shot. 5 seconds left. And that's going to be the end of the first period. Long shot after the whistle. And entertaining period of play, John.
Well, there's no scoring in that period. Quebec outshot Edmonton by the score of 10-7. And really, Vince, the goaltenders both played well.
Yeah, they played well. Both goalies had a couple of tough saves, and it's been an eagle game. Not too much you can say about it. Both clubs played well.
Both teams are sticking to hockey, and the fans right here, I can see they're excited about this game. Maybe a lot of people did leave after the last game. They felt maybe this was not too an exciting hockey game, but really it's proved out that it's a great hockey. And Edmonton, no score after one period. And we're just getting underway, Vince.
Okay, 10 seconds just gone underway, the second period of play. And the puck is in the Edmonton zone. They jam it up, and another face-off.
Now we take a look at a couple of Sherwood Park players. And goaltender Brian Golding doing some stretches before the second period action continues.
Face off inside the Edmonton zone. Number 10, Jeff Steven against number 8, Eric Lagros. On the face off. They flip it out of play, and we'll do it all over again. We played 24 seconds in the second period. No score. Maybe a bit surprising to some fans and some viewers that Quebec is not ahead. But the Edmonton Sherwood Park Club, as you see on your screen, are all up and ready to go for this game. And they cleared up at center. That's Steven over to Pierce. In a line, there's a loose puck in front, poked away by Desjardins. Long corner is man upended. Referee Glenn Campbell says nope. Puck still in the Quebec zone. Littman, he's checked. Puck comes right in front. And now Lions try to come out now. Clears the Edmonton zone. Collis in there for checking, along with number 3. Warneka, and they tie it up by the face-off.
In the first period, I'll let you know how Sherwood Park from Edmonton qualified for the Air Canada Cup. Quebec also qualified by playing an 8-team midget AAA league. They had a 70-game schedule this season, so they were pretty busy, and the winner of the playoff became the Air Canada rep. And Quebec Lac St. Louis Lions won it, and that's why they are here. Lac St. Louis, go ahead, Vince.
Loose puck in front, and the fans, many fans from Quebec, drove the bus, and they're supporting their team 100%. Another chance in front, great save by Golding. And it goes back. Here come the Edmonton Club, the race for it. Barker moves in, collide with one of the Quebec defensemen, hits the side of the net. Shot right in front, a blast. Another one, another save, hits maze of players. And here come the Quebec Club, Anderson, 22, moves in, puts on the brakes. Back to number 17, there's McKay's shot to save, Golding. Far side, now goes back to the point. Thibault clears it in. Now Big Hebers is checked by Anderson. Now the Edmonton Club having trouble getting out of their own end zone here. In the opening couple of minutes of this second period, no score. A race for the puck, a nice check along the boards by the Quebec defenseman. Now Fournette. Pass back to him now at center ice. Moves up, sends it into the corner. McKay after it for Quebec, number 17, chasing it. Another toe goes in heavily along with Stortz of Edmonton. Still kept in. Quebec putting pressure now. At the line, kept in. Number 7, McLean in front. All alone, there's a shot. Great save by Golding. As McKay was in all alone in that slot area, point blank range. And we have whistle and I think an offside.
Number 17, Randy McKay, had the best opportunity of this second period to break the scoreless ties. He was left alone in the slot area. He took a slap shot, and goaltender McKinley made the save, and we're still 0-0, 12-10 remaining in the second period.
Face off outside the blue line. Fans going nutso here in the Memorial Gardens in North Bay Air Canada Cup 84, brought to you by McLean Henner Cable TV in North Bay. Vince Calichuri and John McClellan here at the Gardens, giving you the play-by-play action. It's sent into the Quebec zone. After it, number 16, they tied up Tallis, and another face-off. And Lac St. Louis left to the Desjardins, the goaltender of Quebec.
Just to finish off what I was talking about before, how Quebec qualified, as mentioned, they were in that 8-team league, and the winner will advance to the Air Canada Cup, and that was Lac St. Louis Lions, as they met Magog, which I believe is just outside Sherbrooke, in a best-of-7 final, and Quebec, Lac St. Louis won 4 games to 1 and 8-3 in the final game. So those guys had a lot of work in order for those guys to qualify for the Air Canada Cup as well.
Goes back to the Quebec zone. Number 3, Dubo heading after it. Being hounded by one of the Edmonton players. Now it comes along the near side. Good forechecking there by the Edmonton club, and it's called on the offside. It could have been questionable there, John. I don't know. Could have thrown number 2 a bit upset.
Well, I didn't really see it, but the way the fans are battling about, they don't agree that it was offside. And there we see one of the Quebec players talking to the linesman.
A little discussion there with Bruce Kinching, the linesman. From the face-off, goes back to center. Thibault over to number 16. That's Tillis. He goes in. He's checked. Taking to the boards heavily. This second period kind of slowing down a bit. Not the fast and furious action we see in the first. Into the near boards. They collide. The puck is still there. It's kicked ahead now. Some good work done by the Quebec players. They're trying to play it. Now picked up by number 18. That's Picknell. Around the boards, goes back to center. LaGrosse. Put a line to Lavang. Lavang. Pass too far for Tilos. And sent back in again. Now he's picked up by LaGrosse. LaGrosse moves in. Wrist shot, save the rebound. And it's knocked away. Goes all the way back to the Lac St. Louis line. And as Edmonton makes a full change. And therefore, checking the Sherwood Park Club. Batted down, Leonard. Face-off circle, shot, rebound, trickles through the crease. Now they come near boards. Intercepted again by Leonard. He moves in. A nice individual effort there into the corner. Rebounds, picked up again by his teammate. In front, number 12, Spank. Spank still has the puck. Taken out of the play nicely by Thibault. It's a high fly ball here and goes into the corner. And it's drilled but not out. A long shot. Desjardins deflects that way up in the crowd for a souvenir.
Well, we've just played over 5 minutes here in the second period, and that is that last shot was Edmonton's first shot of the second period. So Quebec doing a good job of keeping goaltender Desjardins not too busy, and I'm sure Desjardins would like to have more shots that he has faced so far in the hockey game. But when he has had the shot, he's come up with the big save when possible, and that's exactly what the coach and the players would like him to do, is keep himself in the game while he's not getting too many shots.
It's kept into the point by Morelli. In front, loose puck, and now the lines come away at center ice. McKay moves into the Edmonton zone. Anderson lines up his man. He goes crashing to the boards. Here, maybe a break for the Edmonton club. Good forechecking by the Lions. Puck rolls into number 17, McKay, and they hold on for a face-off with 9 minutes, 19 seconds remaining in the second period. Still no score. Unusual from all of the games so far. I've got lots of goals. The last game, Saskatchewan killed Nova Scotia by a score of 7-0, and that's been the whitewash of the tournament so far. The rest of the games have been pretty close. And we might tell you that Saskatchewan has set a record by shutting out their opponents for the 3 games so far in this tournament, and it's hard to do with the caliber of hockey in the Canadian country these days with these top players. It's tough. Oh, there's a big jolt by Pierce. Puck goes back to the Quebec line. Goes far to number 5, Fernet. Picked up by Edmonton. Number 10 is Savine. Savine moves in. Bouncing puck. And now Anderson to the near side. McLean in front, intercepted. Here comes Silverton. Silverton moves it over the line. Winds up a shot. Desjardins in the pass save. Rebound comes back out to Fernet. Fernet's checked. Still kept in right in front. And a Quebec player was there, McLean, and he sends it down the center ice area. And puck is cleared over the boards, and a souvenir for the fans. 8 minutes and 9 seconds.
And games that will still be brought to you today on Cable 12 here in North Bay. We have the 7 o'clock game between North Bay and Dartmouth. That will be on cable later on tonight, as will the game between Quebec and Ottawa at 9 o'clock around that time anyways.
All delayed bases here on Channel 12. All the games, you're getting them all. Nice hip check there, thrown by number 18, Scott White of the Lions. Long shot. These are Dan didn't know where that was, and he got still a blocker on that. Play has come back and forth. Everybody's taking a run at each other, and makes for entertainment hockey. Here comes a chance. Into the line. Offside. That was questionable too, maybe. I don't know.
Well, I'd like to see that replay of that one there. Number 15 of Edmonton, Darcy Norton, did a beautiful play. The puck was just a little bit out of his reach. And what he did, he dove for the puck, knocked it up to the forward, and they went offside. But that's a great play. Nice second effort there by Darcy Norton, number 17.
Close. They called it a two-line pass, so that explains it why. It looked good at the blue line, but it's back inside the Edmonton line now.
But really, if it was a two-line pass, it should have been called earlier than it did there, because they were on their way over into the Quebec zone before the whistle was called.
It's gone into the Quebec zone right in front. Along the corner. It's kept in by the point. There's a shot. Desjardins to save the rebound. Knocked around the other side. It's kept in by Big He-Bears. He's run that by toe number 2. That guy has lots of guts. Number 2. Can tell what a competitor he is. Long pass to number 18. Too far. It's White. Kept in by He-Bears. He knocks it in. Behind the Quebec net. And they just ice the puck. Oh, it goes right to the goaltender, Golding. Play continues. Herto takes a run at number 5 of net. Pardon me, it's Morelli, and Herto likes to throw his weight around for a small fella. Puck loose in front. Here come the Lions. Phyllis, over number 12 is Lavang. They dump it in, and Quebec's on a change now. And that goes into the Quebec bench. 6 minutes and 24 seconds left. No score.
6:24 remain in the second period between Lac St. Louis from Quebec and from the Pacific region we have, of course, Edmonton Sherwood Park.
On the face-off, back to the Quebec zone. It's batted around. Intercepted by number 2, Storts. Now number 8 chops at it. That's Legros. Here comes Sherwood Park in over the Quebec line. Back. There's even a shot, and that was deflected wide into the Quebec line. Less than 6 minutes left in the second period. It's cleared but not out. Edmonton keeps it in. A nice move by Pierce, and now it goes back to center. Rolling puck. Shot to center, intercepted by Fournette. Nice move there by number 8, Legros, and it goes back down the Quebec line. 0-0 is the score. And a reminder, there is no overtime in the round-robin plays unless it goes into the playoffs, which would be Friday and Saturday. As Golding covers up that loose puck around his net.
17-11 now, the shots on goal in favor of Quebec. Again, players gibbering at each other. There we look at Brian Golding in net for Sherwood Park. And some of the fans in attendance, and I hope they are enjoying the Air Canada Cup Championships from North Bay's Memorial Gardens. And I hope you are as well.
Fans whooping it up downstairs there in the stands from Quebec. They're really expressing their feelings loudly. Face off in the Edmonton zone. Back to the point. Here's a shot. It was blocked. Here comes Norton. On with Leonard, a shot in. Desjardins hangs on.
Another nice save by Desjardins as he came out, cut down the angle, and made a nice easy save. The shot at the stick of Norton went into the belly area of Desjardins. 5:15 remaining second period to play.
Face off in the Quebec zone. The fans impatient here. Gets cleared in by Leonard. Goes into the far boards. Now behind his own goal is number 4, Whitman. He brings it up. Pass. Picked up by Sherwood Park. Number 16, Gilmore. Shot is blocked. Goes into the corner. Now back to center ice. And into the line. Play kind of scrambly at the moment, and it's picked up by the Edmonton team. Spank a shot, Desjardins, a nice pad save. Kicked out to the corner. Physical contact, getting more aggressive now. Pass, the lead pass center ice, there comes Anderson. Now the Edmonton team gets back to catch him and didn't have a chance to get a shot on net. Now here come the Edmonton Club, 3-on-1. In the line, in front, and Spank couldn't handle that pass. What action this period. This game has really gone pretty quickly. Here come the Lions into the line. Number 17, McCabe, losing a shot. They see by Golding. Rebound going to the corner. Play continues. Referee Glenn Campbell letting them play hockey, John, and that's the way most people want it right now, won't they?
Well, that's right. Anytime the guys just continue to skate and they get away with the odd penalty like that, it kind of keeps the game going, and it doesn't let it drag on and on like that. And I think Campbell's doing a good job by letting players get away with the odd trip and odd slash like that, as long as it keeps it up for the total game, though.
They pass up for Pierce. Pierce, bad angle, takes a shot, and nice save there by Desjardins. We're still going here. No whistle for a while now. Anderson's hauled down. Play continues, as I said, consistency of the official here, letting some of the stuff go, and let the players decide on the ice, not the official. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in the second period. Here comes Hurto, and it goes off an Edmonton player. Here comes Steven, a pass too far for Picknell. In the Quebec zone, players fall, and another face-off with 3 minutes and a second left in the second period.
Nice to see these guys not giving up. Edmonton, who are probably not going to make the playoffs, as mentioned before, and not giving up in the Air Canada Cup, going out there playing good hockey, and they're skating with this Quebec team, who are very quick skating, a bunch of players, as we look at the Quebec bench, and their coach is Leo Bedard, the coach of Quebec.
Here come the Lions in the line, lined up with a shot, weak line dribbler, where is it? And it goes back to center. Toe sends it in. Play still in the center ice. Here they come, maybe 2-on-1. There's a shot, it's blocked, and it's cleared out. Here comes the Sherwood Park team from Edmonton, sends it down the ice. Forechecking is number 14, Reach. Send it back to the point, slap shot, deflected. Oh, where'd it go? It changed directions a few times, and Desjardins was lost. Here they come again. A weak shot, Desjardins to save. In the corner, here comes the Lions. Pass up to the far wing of Tone. Oh, he was tripped up, but play continues. Non-stop action. Delayed offside here, but Edmonton will come up and there won't be any offside call. In over the line, and there we get a whistle. What action, John? 1:55 left.
Oh, it's just great to see. The fans enjoying themselves. Great hockey. Just what fans have come to expect here at the Air Canada Cup, as all the games have been quite entertaining, and these national midget age hockey players are putting on a great show for North Bay, and the viewers of other provinces who are seeing our tape coverage of the Air Canada Cup. These games will be sent to Edmonton and Quebec. Other centers around Canada who have asked McLean Hunter Cable 12 here in North Bay to send the tapes down, and we're glad to do it.
Also throw in Nova Scotia in there. Once throw the rest of the clubs, and they'll see some of their games back to their hometown. And we're proud to bring them. I guess we're the first cable company ever to broadcast 85% of the games. We missed 3 games, but we did highlights of them. but we're going to do every one except for the final, which is going to be seen nationally. But no one's ever done that in the recollection of Doug Philpott, the media coordinator here in the tournament.
Yeah, there's also a lot of firsts here from North Bay. It's the first time that there's been 6 teams in the Air Canada Cup rather than 12. And also the first time that they have sold package deals, weekly package deals in order to get into the Air Canada Cup. Before it was just on a daily basis, and they sold package at the Air Canada Cup this year, and they've all been sold out, which is really great news.
And also another thing, it's reserved seating, right? Which they can explain that?
That's right. Well, each time when you buy your ticket, you get a reserved seat, so you don't have to worry about somebody else sitting in your seat. It is reserved, and it's yours for the whole week.
So a lot of firsts, and a lot of firsts in the new press box too. It's well prepared. These people that worked on it for the last couple of weeks should be commended. An excellent job. The facilities, the sponsors. There's just numerous of people we have to thank for this tournament. But it's only the second game. We got a couple of days to go yet. And now the puck is intercepted. There's a shot. Oh, trickled wide. As number 8, LeGros missed a glorious opportunity. We have 1 minute remaining in the second period. Still a scoreless hockey game. That's surprising to see. And now here come the Edmonton Club, and they send it down the ice. Icing called against Sherwood Park with 47 seconds left. So, not too many goals on the board, a lot of zeros, except for the second period and the time.
Every game we look at the Quebec bench and some of their players. There's number 12. And Dennis Levine.
Face off, important one here because the Lions may be looking for a goal here to go in that dressing room up by 1, but it's still scoreless. Shot around the boards, kept in by the Lions, and now Sherwood Park clears it at center, and it's shot back in again, but it's called on the outside as number 16, Mike Tullis, was caught inside the line, didn't get out quick enough. 35 seconds left in period number 2, no score. Probably one of the best games we've seen all day in day number 2.
A goal judge there looked very enthusiastic about the game.
There's a high stick. Got called, they chop at it. Puck's in the corner. Quebec is pressing now. See if they can get a goal here. The Edmonton team is going to try and freeze it. 17 seconds left. Silverstone clears it, and it goes out of play. And a lot of souvenirs. Courtesy of the pucks this year from the North Bay Centennials.
That's great to see. North Bay's major Junior A franchise, the North Bay Centennials, are getting in on the Air Canada Cup Championships, and they've donated pucks free of charge to the tournament. So anybody that does get a puck, they have a souvenir from the North Bay Centennials to take home with them, and that's great to see.
Which did not do too good this season, but hey, they played one heck of a season at the end. They sure put some people aside for next year because it's going to be a good future for the Centennials and the Tier 1 Junior Hockey League. Oh, there's a puck that goes off the manager, and he hit him right in the nose, straight in the nose. I wish we could get a replay of that and see exactly where he got hit, because he got it pretty good.
Oh, he really did. Player just meant to shoot the puck in and went over the glass and hit him right square in the face. Hopefully he'll be all right.
And first aid's coming. He really took one, and that's dangerous. I'm telling you that, taking a big chance there. Now here's the replay here, John, and we'll see what kind of a shot we get. Just look out for the doorman. Here it comes now. Right there. Ooh, right in the nose. He got one.
Wow.
And his play has been stopped as a bunch of people are looking after him. But you get a puck hammered at you point blank range, you're not going to feel that.
Especially when he really didn't expect it at all, because it really wasn't part of the play. The guy just turned around and shot the puck, and they hit him right in the face, but I think he'll be all right. Those managers and trainers, just like the players, are really tough customers.
So 6 seconds left in the period, no score. Face off outside the Edmonton blue line. Toa moves in, he's tripped, long shot wide, and Golden makes a save, and that's it for the second period, and still no score. John, maybe shots on goal would be interesting.
Shots on goal in the second period, 8 for Edmonton.
15 minutes of hockey left for both clubs and overtime. And it would become an upset if this would be a tie. It's one of the favorites in this tournament, John.
That's right. And Edmonton, who've had their troubles in their previous 3 games, really battling here in their 4th game of the tournament. They're putting on a good show.
There's a new club out there, the Edmonton Club, as the 3rd period is underway. Into the corner. Taken away there by number 8, LeGros. Now here comes the Edmonton Club. Number 16, Gilmore. Long shot. Wide. Hits the side of the net. Pass up to number 18, White. Long shot. And Golding makes the save. We played 41 seconds of the 3rd period. No score.
Well, I don't think anybody's really going to take any chances here in the 3rd period. They really hate to give up a goal at this stage of the hockey game. So we could probably look for the same type of play we had in the first 2 periods.
Face off in the Edmonton zone. From the draw, it goes back to Morelli behind the net. Up at the wing, in over the line, pass back for Steven. It's intercepted. Now Morelli moves up to Pierce, to Hebers, and he knocks it in the Montreal zone. Now, Hurto up to number 14, Page. Page moves in. Page in front, and he puts backhander high and wide in front of that net. Still inside the Edmonton zone, behind the net. It's in the corner now. Now the Sherwood Park Club bring it up. Now puck displays there, picked up by number 9. The point, Latrell, I should say, pardon me, and Pierce intercept for Edmonton. Sticks her up into the corner. LeGros intercepted. Here comes number 11, Pierce. He just shoots one in. Desjardins just stares out to the corner. Number 14 is Page. Page moves up. Pass up to number 2, Hurto. He just backhands one in. After it is number 3, Kornecka with the puck. Oh, he was jolted. And we have a penalty call here, and he got up and went down again.
I think he's dazed there, Vince. When he got up, he just fell right back down again. There he is, still down.
Fight. He almost had number 4.
I didn't see what happened. Sorry, I didn't see what happened there in the penalty box area, but Quebec player is injured as well now.
That was a cheap shot. I don't know who took that. I think it was number 4, Jim Enos. I don't know what kind of, if you have any sort of a replay, but I don't know what happened. It was just underneath the penalty box area. And that was number 22. Anderson is down now on the ice. Cheap shot is not going to farewell the tournament because the discipline committee is going to be very strict with these players. So,
well, number 3, Brad Waranka was the first guy hit down in the Edmonton zone, and when he was hit there was a penalty at that time, and when he got up, he just fell right back down again. He was injured, but he seems to be all right. Now we're still waiting. Quebec player number 28-2, Sean Anderson, is still on the ice. There we go. It just seems to be all right now.
Anyhow, Miners up on the board for both clubs. Still didn't see what happened down there, but I would imagine Anderson instigated it too, but the coach, Leo Bedard, is not very pleased with the referee's call there, and he's just going to delay the game a little bit here. There's the Edmonton bench and the fans getting rowdy here. And things getting a bit tense, Don.
Well, really, this is really our first taste of a little bit more than violence in the Air Canada Cup, as the players are now gibbering at each other in the penalty box area.
Puck's behind the net. Desjardins leaves it there for defenseman number 4. Whitman took an elbow to one of the players, number 15, Norton. Here comes the Lions in our line. This line shot to center rebound. They score!
Well, number 17, Randy McKay, picks up the rebound and finally breaks the scoreless tie. Quebec now taking a 1-0 lead with 12:30 remaining in the third period. Another Quebec player injured on the ice right now. The game really starting to get rough after the first 2 periods. The teams were sticking to hockey. It was really clean hockey. But this third period, there have been 3 players injured already. Things are really starting to open up.
I think lots of stick work's going on, John, with the referee Campbell's not seeing, and coach of the Quebec team, Bedard, is not really pleased. And the goal counts. I don't know who scored it. I don't know really what happened on the play. But if we can back it up a bit and see what happened, we can kind of show you.
Well, 17, Randy McKay did get the goal on a rebound. I'm not sure who will get the assist on the play. But Quebec has taken a 1-0 lead here in the third period, 12:30 remaining.
Well, the player who was injured is number 3, James Dubois, and he seems to be all right. Quebec's on the board, 1-0. Still, you got to watch this period. We could have a rough third period of play here. The way things are going. Don't need that in this kind of tournament. Now it's knocked into the Quebec zone. Long pass. It's going to go the length of the ice. Icing called against Lac St. Louis.
Well, the goal coming from the stick of number 17, Randy McKay, with assist going to Terry McLean, and number 12, I believe it was, Dennis Levine.
There's a shot in front, and things are getting a bit rough here in the period. Goaltender Golding comes out, and his stick comes out, and players are looking at each other with, well, to drop the gloves, I believe they're going to be gone out of the hockey game here, John. I think the rule is, but they're still giving a lot of cheap stick work, which is not necessary in this kind of play.
Well, the teams did stick to hockey in the first 2 periods. Referee Campbell was letting a few things go. Maybe that's why it's so rough here in the third period.
That's probably right. Referee maybe having a lot of confidence in the 2 teams, but the third period have really turned the opposite. They've have jabbed each other, taken some unnecessary slashes, some pushing, maybe a few punches even, but no fisticuffs as of yet. I'm sure if they do, they'll be thrown out, and goodbye for the tournament. But anyway, Quebec leads 1-0. We have 11 minutes, 48 seconds remaining in the third period, and the game. Here comes number 8 shot. Oh, no, they didn't score. No goal.
Oh, Desjardins has a puck between his legs. It did not go in.
No goal.
We definitely have to get that on the replay.
Clauston thought he was a goal, but the fans say no. We can see it up here. It was between his legs. The goaltender didn't see it.
Well, here we see the play developing as it moves into the center ice area, into the Quebec zone. Here you see Clauston picks up the puck, goes in front. The puck is right there between his legs. Turns around. It's right there between his legs.
Right there, he can just about
and
see it.
Hangs on for the face-off with 11:35 remaining in the third period. 1-0 in favor of Quebec on a goal by Randy McKay just moments ago.
Good close-up of number 6 of Quebec, Michel Depot. Shot around the far boards, kept in by Storts. As the shutout bid for both goalies is broken, as Quebec put it on the scoreboard now. Thibault clears it in. A long shot. That was hard and wide. Goes back to the center ice area. Picked up by number 17, Silverstone. He bats one in there. Down the corner. Barker clears in. It goes outside the line. Now it stays in. Picked up by number 8, Clauston. Clauston on his backhand, a weak one. Desjardins steers that to the corner. Sherwood Park keeps it in. In the far corner, puck comes loose. Here comes LeGros. LeGros, 1-on-1. In on the line. Passes over to Evans. The shot. Oh, nice save. That was Anderson, pardon me, who took that shot, but Golding was down and had the pads on the ice to make that save. But I believe Anderson should have went upstairs with that one. And could have tied up, well, could have went ahead 2-0 on the scoreboard. The shot down the ice. Icing is called against Quebec.
That was just a fabulous save there by Goulding off the stick of Anderson, as Anderson was in on a 2-on-1 break with a teammate, and he was fed the pass, and he tried to put it upstairs, I believe, but just stayed on the ice, and Goulding made a nice save.
10:18 left. Here it is, that replay.
Here's a 2-on-1 break. Number 8, Legro passes it over to Anderson. There he goes. Nice save by Goulding to keep the score at 1-0.
Face-off goes back to the point. He-Bears, since they're on the corner behind the net, is Spink. He loses it. Goes up to Anderson again. 3-on-2. Feed pass up to 17. Tullis in front to Anderson. Backhander just wide. And now it's cleared back at center to the Quebec line. McLean, Terry McLean, up to Anderson. Back to McLean. For the far side, they clear it in. Spink goes back for the Edmonton club. 9 minutes and 42 seconds left in the game. 1-0 in favor of Quebec. And this is going to be another icing call against Sherwood Park of Edmonton. Desjardins playing well, and that's for the Quebec club. A few shots on goal as he only has a few shots, 16 to be exact. It's kept in, and the whistle. It wasn't kept, offside. Don't forget, we have more games coming up in the schedule. The Pine Hill Coffee Shop Club will face Nova Scotia Chevys. And following that, Quebec will come back in action against Ottawa West. And Bob Obey and Mike Rashane will be behind the microphones to call those two games for you. Here in front of net, there are the Lions failing to score. And the Edmonton club comes at center ice, can't control. It's picked up by number 11, Pierce. Still kept in. Fred Pierce, now here come the Lions. It's hauled down, no call here. Referee Campbell letting a lot of these minor things go, but as we said before, a lot of these things turn into major things after. Puck is at center. And it's just kind of going back and forth from end to end. No scoring chance. Here comes Hurto in front. Loose puck. Oh, missed the far post. Backhand shot. That was taken by number 16, Mike Tullis. Back to the point. Another shot. Now it was deflected. And then the near boards. That's cleared back at center. Number 3 has puck to Beau. Clears it in. And it's whacked. It's high stick now. And over the line, here comes Barker. He's nailed by DeBow. Barker loses it, and DeBow brings it into himself. Another face-off.
Edmonton is going to have to try and generate some type of offense here with 8:08 remaining in the third period. They only have one shot thus far here in the third period. And Quebec has 7, so they're going to have to really smarten up now and try and get some shots on net. They're not going to score if they don't get any shots. They're trailing now in the game by a score of 1-0.
Face off, and it's 1 Quebec. Here's number 15, Sero. Sero moves in, winds up a shot. He's, right to the legs. I thought he was going to score there. A bit premature on the call, but it looked good right through the pads, and it went just wide. Back at the point, There's Whitman. Thoreau failed to pick up the pass. Now it goes back to number 5, Fernet to Thoreau. Number 8, Legros. He's hauled down. Loose puck in front, and Golding covers up. As Thoreau is challenging number 7, McBride, for a match. But as the rule says, you drop your gloves, you're going to be gone out of this hockey game and maybe the tournament. Depends referee's call.
7:32 remaining, 1-0 in favor of Quebec. On a goal by Randy McKay at the 2:30 mark of this period.
Face off deep in the Edmonton zone. Leonard against Legros on the draw. 7.5 to go in the game. 1-0 in favor of Lac St. Louis Lions. It's dumped in. Chasing after it is Leonard, along with Ferret. Ferret, number 5, off the boards. At center, Legros. Picked up by number 15, Norton. Norton to Leonard. Leonard bumped out the puck here. Shot by Steven, and that was just wide. Around the boards, it's kept in by Heberts. In the slot area, there's Leonard. That's blocked by Ferret. And here comes Legros. Legros. Long lead pass up to Thoreau. Thoreau in front, hits the skate, the rebound. Loose puck, and it's dumped out back into center ice. Now Page up to Farrett. Just dumps it in. Oh, that was a wicked check. And the Edmonton player got a brunt of that one. He went right into the boards. And now both teams on the fly changing. Anderson steps on the ice, number 22. Over to McLean. McLean, number 7. Moves in over the line. McLean, over to Anderson. Behind him, Anderson picks up that loose puck in the corner. Right in front. Back to the point. There's a shot by Dubois. No passes over to his other partner defenseman in front. They jam at it as White took a weak shot in front, and more pushing and shoving in this third period.
Quebec did a good play there, doing what they had to do as they passed the puck over to 18. Scott White, and this shot from the point found net. But the Quebec forwards just failed to knock in the rebound and trying to make the score 2-0. There we look at the backup, a goaltender of the Sherwood Park, Robert McKinley, who played earlier this morning in a 5-5 tie at 10 o'clock.
Six minutes and 8 seconds left in the game. With a drop of the puck by linesman Bruce Kitchey. Legros loses the draw, goes in the corner, and after it, McKay. Now Legros. That's McLean and McKay now in there. And they jam up for another face-off. 5:57 left. Fans are getting hype here as Quebec is up 1-0 and looking for some more goals to put this one away.
The problem with Edmonton right now is they're continuing to have troubles coming out of their own zone. Quebec is forechecking at every opportunity, and Edmonton just can't do anything with the puck.
Have to do the draw all over again. Bench of the Lac St. Louis Lions. Face-off is covered up again. They'll have to do it for the third time. Wasting 1 second at a time, maybe. Let's try it again, maybe, and then we'll get this right. Close-up of the coach, Ken Hitchcock of Edmonton, watching tensely as his team is down by 1. They've picked up a point so far in this tournament and losing a couple of games. Into the corner. Another whistle and another face-off.
Well, Edmonton with only one shot still in the third period. Now they have a face-off deep inside the Quebec zone. They're going to have to try and get some shots on goal, and maybe if Desjardins comes up with the save, try and get on that rebound and put it in the net and tie this game up.
On the face-off, back to the point. Shot by Picknell is blocked. Here's a chance for a 2-on-1 Anderson. Follow McKay. Sends in LeGros to McKay. His shot. Oh, nice save by Golding. Point blank shot there by Randy McKay.
Well, Randy McKay, who does have the only goal of the game, just stepped into the slot area and fired the puck. Goulding came out, cut down the angle, covered up on the rebound with 5:26 now remaining in the game. 1-0 in favor of Lac St. Louis from Quebec. Edmonton still looking for their first victory of the Air Canada Cup tournament. They are winless in 4 games.
Center ice. I almost called them the Nordiques for a second here, but it's not the Nordiques, it's Lac St. Louis Lions. NHL is on my mind at the moment, but it's in the boards. They go after it. They want to hold on. No, they don't. Cleared it on the other side. Little toe is out there, and they send it down the ice. Icing is waved off, but less than 5 minutes remaining in the game. 1-0 in favor of the Lions. And the Lions will be content just to clear it down there and play some good defensive hockey.
Well, I'm sure Lac St. Louis at any opportunity right now, all they're going to do is dump the puck into the Edmonton zone and just try and keep it there. Exactly what they did there. They have a face-off now with 4:42 remaining. A lot of these hockey players out here must be pretty tired. They've been going steady for 45 minutes and played great hockey.
Still, the best is yet to come. An old song there. Pine Hill plays later on today. Tonight they play the Nova Scotia club, and it could be an easy one, it could be a hard one. It's hard to tell. Pine Hill plays well, it could be a blowout. Nova Scotia hangs in there, it could be a tight hockey game, but Pine Hill is favored in that one. Center ice, puck's picked up by number 16, Tillis, and he loses it. Here come the Edmonton club, Steven. He's belted by Whitman. Behind the goal, the puck's picked up by number 6, Fredette. Other side. Clear at center ice. Now here comes Hurto moves in. Right in front, loose puck, and it's cleared by Hebers. Long lead pass, called on a 2-line pass on number 7. Darren McBride.
Good call there by linesman Scott Hancock as McBride had just stepped over the red line, received the 2-line pass, and the face-off will come back into the Edmonton zone now.
Three minutes and 57 seconds left in the final frame as Brian Gilding gets ready for the face-off. The puck goes into the Edmonton zone, number 18. Picknell sends it back at center. Pass over number 14, Page shot, just wide. It's chopped in there, two-hander, and then a souvenir into the crowd, courtesy of the North Bay Centennials.
Have to wait, I imagine, if the score stays like this, that Edmonton will be pulling their goaltender. They really need this equalizer, and really they need a win, but I imagine they'll take a tie if they can possibly get it.
Puck still in the Edmonton zone. 3:25 left in the game. Picked up by number 7, McBride. He loses it. Nice work there by number 8, LeGros. LeGros moves in with Page in front. Fans on it. Now he's checked. LeGros again in front. Has number 15 waiting in the doorstep, Sereau. And it goes back to the Quebec line. Barrett sends it to the Edmonton zone. It's picked up by number 7, McBride. He sends it up the wing to number 16, Gilmore. And nice play by the Quebec defenseman. Here comes DeBow in over the line. Goulding stops it there for his defense. Enos, number 4, sends it around the boards. It's kept in as Quebec putting pressure on the Edmonton club. And now giveaway right in front, and now maybe a break for the Edmonton club. Here comes Clouston. He's hauled down. Anderson picks up that loose puck, and he gets belted into the boards. And the puck still in the Quebec line. Now it's cleared down the ice. And it's going to go far enough. No, icing is waved off. And now, 2 minutes left in the third period. We should be looking for Brian Golden to come out of the net in a few more seconds, as it's 1-0 in favor of Lac St. Louis, and the entertaining hockey game. No score after the 2 periods, and the tally early by Randy McKay at the 2:30 mark has Quebec out in front. Poked away at center. Here comes number 12, Pierce, or Spink. He was offside with 1:33 left.
There, the pitcher tells the story. 1:33 remaining, or 1-0 in favor of Quebec.
Face off outside the blue line. Goes back inside the Quebec line. Pass intercepted and sends right back in again. Waved off, was icing into the corner. Edmonton Club keeps it in, back to the point. Here comes a shot. It's rolled in the corner, around the other side now. Little toe trying to clear. It's kept in by Big Hebers. And now outside the line. Edmonton still controlling. Kept in by Hebers. Shot, no. And there's a shot. Hits press box area and whistle with 59 seconds left.
Edmonton desperately need a whistle inside the Quebec zone and try and get that goaltender out of the net. Brian Goulding standing about 30 feet in front of his net, waiting for the coach's call from Hitchcock in order for him to come to the bench and get a 6th attacker out there.
So take a look at the Edmonton bench. The goalie is about 25-30 feet out of his net. Face off is done again outside the Quebec line with 57 seconds left. Face off is won. Here comes Steven. Steven moves in a shot. Oh, almost trickled through. Desjardins makes a save, and that came close.
Edmonton coming close again as Desjardins went down after making the save. He wasn't sure again where the puck was. It was between his legs. He sat on it. 51 seconds remaining. 1-0 in favor of Quebec. Edmonton has just pulled their goaltender. They'll have an extra man on the ice for the next 51 seconds.
There's a replay on it. What a great save, Desjardins. He was alert.
Great save.
Shots 26-17 in favor of Quebec. So, good evenly matched game, considering Quebec scored the one goal and Edmonton deserves a bit better. Goes back down the ice, looking for that empty net, and it's not going to reach. And here comes Sherwood Park to try this hockey game. There's an empty net shot. Oh, just missed by Page. 34 seconds left. Here they come. It's given right to the Quebec player. And now Anderson pokes that one away. 25 seconds left, and Sherwood Park cannot get out of their own end here in this last 20 seconds with the 6 attackers. Here they come now. Leonard moves in the middle. He's dumped, and Desjardins plays it in the corner. 13 seconds. There's a shot at the point. It's batted down, and nice play to keep it in. No.
3 stars.
Le troisième étoile de la partie ont reçu the médaille bronze, le groupe d'Air Canada. The third star of the game will receive the Air Canada Cup bronze medallion from the Lac St. Louis Lions to the Lac St. Louis Lions, le numéro 7, number 17 of Randy.
There you have it, Randy McKay, the 3rd star of the hockey game. He had the only goal for Quebec, the goal coming just 2 minutes and 30 seconds into the 3rd period.
The second star of the game will receive the silver Air Canada Cup medallion. Le deuxième étoile de la partie a reçu le médaille d'argent de la Coupe Air Canada. The Sherwood Park Midgets from the Sherwood Park Midgets. Le médaille number 1.
Goulding receiving the silver medallion, the number 2 star of the hockey game. That guy played very well, facing 26 shots in the hockey game and only being beat once. I'd have to go for the goaltender of Quebec.